Okay, hello. Today you are going to learn about formatting text in a file. So I'm going to, first of all, we're going to create a new file in Word. And the first thing I'm going to do is save it. And I'm going to browse to my class folder. And then my folder for the Word unit. And I'm going to name this one Lesson 2 Practice. Okay. And first off, I want to make a point. I think I mentioned this before, but when you hear to use the default font size and style, that a default is what's set already when you first get into a file. So Calibri 11 is what the default font and size are. Okay, so like always, we want to come here, we want to remove spacing after paragraphs. These are our line spacing options. So I'm going to choose to have this be single spaced. I just pick the one, and then when you go back there, you can see the check mark is by the one. Okay. And let's see, I'm going to begin by listing some of my favorite things to do. And notice it's single spacing there. Okay, so those are some of my favorite things to do. And you can see if I want to change line spacing, we remove the spacing and we set it to 1, but here's 1.15. See, the space gets a little bit bigger. 1.5. Here's 2 for double spacing reports. 2.5 and 3 aren't used very much, and then there's more options. Even if you click there, it'll open the dialog box. So, but for now, let's just leave it at 1, single spacing. Okay. Another thing I wanted to show you is the different ways to align text. So you can click here on align, and let's say I want this word to be centered. You can come up here to the home tab, the paragraph section. Currently everything is aligned to the left, and you can see the shortcut keys to do that are Control L. To center, I can click that, and then you can see the tooltip tells you Control E is to center. I'm going to click on the next line. Right here, Control R is to right align, and then I'll do it for this one. It's probably not going to work, but this is to justify. Yeah, it won't work because there's not enough typed, but what justify does is makes the left and right sides equal, like you would see in a newspaper or in a book. Okay, so I'm going to make everything be left aligned, but to be clear, and I'm going to actually get this on half my screen, and I'm going to get the book open for your class on the right side here. Give me a sec. In today's lesson, there's a whole list of shortcut keys, and we might as well just start them now. Right here they all are. So, and this works in Word, but a lot of it works online or in other programs also. So I'm going to hold down the CTRL key, the control key, lower left part of your keyboard, and A, that selects everything. Control B will bold everything. Control I will put everything in italics. Control U will underline. Control left bracket decreases the font size. Control right bracket increases the font size. Control C copies, and then you go a couple of spaces or wherever, go to a different location, and Control V will paste. Control X will cut, and Control V will paste. Okay, Control S will save, and since we already saved this once, when we do Control S, it looks like it does nothing, but it does really save it really fast. Control P will print. It'll bring up the print dialog box. And if you recall, we're going to always print Microsoft Print to PDF and then print to our folder, and it's going to be a PDF file. I'm going to name it the same as I did, Lesson 2 Practice, only with the PDF extension and not the Docs extension. Okay. Right align, we did that already, but you can do Control R will right align, Control L will left align, Control E will center. Okay. Control L, there we go. And then the control arrow keys. So like if I click here and hold down the control key and hit the arrow key, it moves the cursor forward one word. Okay. If I hold down the shift key and hit the arrow keys, it'll select text. So instead of clicking and dragging, which your cursor can sometimes be a runaway cursor and go zooming right down the page, you can hold down the shift key and use the arrow keys to select text instead. And also finally, to number a list, you select the lines of text that you would like numbered. And right up here in the paragraph section, right here is the numbering, create a numbered list. And you can click the down arrow and see different options for that. I'm just going to pick the first one, and then that'll automatically number a list. You can also begin to number a list by just typing 1 period space, and then it will begin auto numbering, and it will show you the autocorrect options. You can tell it to undo the automatic numbering. You can stop automatically creating numbered lists. Anyway, it's nice to have that, actually. So, all right, now you're ready to go read your assignment and do your assignment.